Since 2017, the Italian Wine Podcast has exploded, recently hitting 6 million listens. Support us by buying a copy of Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0 or making a small donation. In return, we'll give you the chance to nominate a guest and even win lunch with Stevie Kim and Professor Attilio Scienza. Find out more at italianwinepodcast.com. Chin chin!
Welcome to The Next Generation. I'm Victoria Cece. Join me as we chat with young Italian wine people shaking up the wine scene. We're going to geek out on a grape or grape fam, then hear about all the wild wine things our guests have been up to, from vineyard experiments to their favorite wine bars. Hello, welcome back to another episode of The Next Generation. Hope you're having a splendid day. Today I have an exciting interview to share with you with Lorenzo Grifalco of Grifalco Winery in Basilicata, particularly in Potenza. It's a beautiful family winery producing the area's most famous grape, amongst others, Aglianico. And diving into the Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0 book, we're going to give you a few hot details about this grape, baby. It's one of my favorite red wine grapes. It produces some of the most beautiful wines, and it produces a wide variety of different wines, really depending on where it's grown. And we'll definitely dive a bit into that with Lorenzo. But here's a few facts from the book that has all the grape facts that you need, Italian grape facts, particularly the Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0 book. So, Aglianico is the primary red grape of the Campania and Basilicata regions. It has a genetic relationship with Syrah, Tirol de Go, Lagrange, and Pinot Noir. And as the area was ruled by the Kingdom of Spain, that area being Campania and Basilicata, amongst other regions in Italy, southern Italy, during the 15th and 16th centuries, Aglianico's name likely derives from the Spanish llano, it's translating to plains. Interesting, I didn't know that. Known for its robust flavor profile, high tannins, and long aging potential, Aglianico has a few biotypes. So we have Taurasi, Taburno, and Vulture. And these are all very different wines from specific areas. Getting into a bit of their characteristics here, we have Taburno and Taurasi must contain 85% Aglianico, while Vulture must be 100%. Taurasi Aglianicos are produced in higher elevations and are more floral and aromatic. The soil is calcareous and presents a finer, more delicate, linear style. Taurasi is in the Irpinia region in Campania. Highly recommend visiting there. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous place. You can drive there from the famous Amalfi Coast, diversify your trip and get some fresh air because it can get hot in the summer when you're going to those parts of Italy. Moving on, the aging requirements for Taurasi wines are a minimum of 3 years, including 1 year in barrel, and Reserva must age for 4 years, including 18 months in barrel. Now, moving to Taburno. Taburno is an area on a limestone massif, so a little different than Taurasi. It's an extension of the Apennine range with no volcanic influence. It is rainier and cooler, and these wines have pronounced acidity. The aging requirements are 3 years in barrel, while Reserva is 3 years, including 12 months in bottle. Finally, moving to the Vulture region, which is located on an extinct volcano. That's pretty wild, which has been inactive for 170,000 years. Wow. Its ridges and peaks resemble a vulture, explaining the name. I almost wanted to say vulture and Vulture in the Italian pronunciation, but caught myself there. Vulture is a stratovolcano, and the soil is a mix of clay and volcanic tuff. Its flavor profile is most intense of all the Aglianico, with more fruit, more acid, and higher tannins. So there you have it. Aglianico can stand alone in bottle or mostly alone. But it also can be a great blending partner with Montepulciano and Abruzzo, Molise, Primitivo in Apulia, and Piedirosso back to Campania. So a little bit about Aglianico wines there. So let's dive into our interview with the wonderful, wonderful Lorenzo Grifalco.
All right, we are at Vinitaly, and we are here with Lorenzo of Grifalco. Ciao.
Ciao, tutti
How's it
quanti.
going?
Well, very well. I'm quite happy. Still in Italy, so I'm very busy. Lots of people, crowdy, so it's fun. And I prefer to be in the cellar, of course, but you have to sell the wine, so you have to be here.
Gotta pick and choose your battles. We all do. So, you were just telling me that, so you're based in Basilicata, but you are not from Basilicata.
No,
So tell us a little bit about your story.
I grew up in Montepulciano, Nobile, which is the really nice place to grow up when you're young. And my family had a winery there, and they sold the winery back in 2002. And my father decided he wanted to keep making wine because it was in love with his life. And he decided to start again in Basilicata. It was a place that reminded him of Tuscany back when he got there in the beginning of the 80s. So he moved to Basilicata at the beginning of 2000. And actually the first vintage was 2004. And he was in love with Aglianico since the beginning. And he decided that he wanted to make just Aglianico. He went there many times looking for places to see and looking for good vineyards and good places. And he found Venosa, the city where the wineries is right now, and bought many different vineyards around many different villages, four of them. And I studied enology school at university in Piedmont and followed the route of my father, making the wines. And I have my brother Andrea, who's the one in charge of the market. So he's the one traveling around, showing what we are doing and telling the story of our family. And, we've done pretty well since the beginning, so we're quite happy.
Super. So when did you know that you wanted to go in the wine direction?
I grew up in a winery, so of course the first vineyard I planted was when I was 6 years old. So I was carrying my box with sand to fill up the little vineyards and the hole. And my father was in front of me, and so I have this in my mind, stuck here in my mind, which is one of the most beautiful things that I have. And since then, it's been part of my life since the beginning. But you feel like it was something that it was inside you, but you didn't choose to follow like something that was going to be your work. And then when I was 17, I spent a year in high school in Christchurch in New Zealand, very far away from everything that was family and something that, very far away from everything I knew.
Wine to Wine Business Forum. Everything you need to get ahead in the world of wine. Supersize your business network. Share business ideas with the biggest voices in the industry. Join us in Verona on November 13 to 14, 2023. Tickets available now at winetowine.net.
And then when I came back, I thought, okay, I think I missed a lot of this, and I wanna make it part of my life, part of my job. So
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So, and in New Zealand, that's another wine producing country, wine region, whatever you want to call it. Wine is there. Sauvignon Blanc, everyone. If you didn't know, now you know. And sheep, lots of sheep.
more than 50 million sheep.
I know this is totally off the wine talk, but do you have any fun story to share about the culture shock being in New Zealand?
New Zealand, well, that's sports. I'm a sport guy, and New Zealand is sports and nature. That's the main thing. It's like my second choice. If everything goes wrong here, there is still New Zealand. You can still go there.
Lorenzo disappears. He will be in New Zealand. Sorry, your secret is out.
It's like you have a back door, a second door, you can use it, even if, it's still something. It helps you having this in your mind because it helps you keep chasing dreams, keep making more step than you were maybe doing if you didn't have any other back door to use it. So you're more brave to embrace life.
Absolutely. I know I feel that way because I'm not Italian, I'm from America. And Italy was that place. And I went, and my dad, whenever we talk, he's always joking. He's like, my long lost daughter that ran away to the other side of the world. How are you doing today? I'm like, I warned you I would leave. I warned you. But no, I totally get it. Because it keeps that inspiration going. It makes you I always say the kind of that rose tinted lenses. What is the rose colored lenses? When you look at life, and it's more shiny when you have that place in your mind. You're like, okay, everything's a little shinier.
Yes.
You can do it. Super cool. So for the wine's sake,
Yes.
we could talk about New Zealand too. We'll get back to that. Let's talk about Basilicata, because now there's definitely some attention around Basilicata over the years we've seen. But it's still, again, a region that's very much...
It's there, getting. We're always there. We're trying to move and get bigger. I think Basilicata, especially Vulture, everybody that is in the wine business know about Aglianico and Vulture. We need to get to the next step, so to go to the crowd, to all the people, the public. Vulture is an amazing place. It's pure. It's an old agriculture, very pure. What's amazing about Vulture is that there is this incredible terroir blended with this amazing wine, which is Aglianico, amazing grape, which is the best red grape you can find in south of Italy. It's probably the same, it's comparable to what it is Sangiovese for the center of Italy and Nebbiolo for the north. Vulture is one of the best places where you can grow Aglianico. It's a volcano, an ancient volcano. It has been working and erupting for more than 500,000 years. And it has been working the geological way, all the soil, many different ways. So you have, for example, we own different parcel in different village, and we harvest and ferment and age it for the first year all separately, because we know that they will give us something different. And my work is to express this different in the best way and then blend it with all the parcel to make my wines. We produce 4 labels and 2 blend of all the vineyards we own. One, the first one, which is Agricos, which is the brand for a gentle and easy Aglianico. It's an interpretation to show what it can be Aglianico for the people. And then the Grifalco, which is the flag name of the wineries, which is the classical Aglianico. What really is Aglianico. More open, more long in the mouth. And then we work with these single vineyards, the oldest we own, one in the village of Maschito and one in the village of Gines. That's why we call it D'Agines and Da Maschito. And this is more like a Piedmont style of what I learned in Piedmont and what I learned in university and from many friends I made there. And it's a long maceration, more than 60, 90 days in skin contact, and then 20, 22 months in big oak and a year in bottle. Same works for the cellar for Maschito, same work for the cellar in the cellar for the Ginestra. Exactly the same vintage, and we show it always together because we want to show different terroir.
Absolutely. I love the versatility of the wines. And I want to go back to the Aglianico for the people.
Yes.
Because a big part of wine, as we know, it's the community and the culture that's around it. Something that I find like that's still, of course, we have like Matera was named as like, you know, the capital and whatever, but like Basilicata is a region, and then going into Vulture, taking this wine as an example, what is like that wine culture, that food culture in your area?
It's for the people there, Aglianico is the only grape. There is nothing else. All the old people owns little piece of vineyards. They make their own wine and they drink it on the table, lunch and dinner. Always, they bring it with them in the vineyards to work and then have a drink under a peach tree or apple tree, or it's an old agriculture. That's what it is. And Aglianico has been there since the beginning, since ever. And for them, it's the flag, the only wine they can drink. And it's something that's part of their culture. They use it for everything. It's something that I learned when I came there. For example, they never planted anything else like Merlot, Cabernet, which is everywhere in Italy, many places. No way. Mm-hmm. Only they stick with the Aglianico, and that's it. It's amazing the Vulture because it's an Aglianico that can be so elegant that doesn't have any comparison to other places in Italy.
No, exactly, and it's so reminiscent of the area, right? It's like it's these time capsules in Basilicata, yes. And it's what makes it so special and so much. And I want to talk about this because young people in the wine world they like to travel, but sometimes they feel like they don't know certain areas. And Basilicata has always been that kind of place. It's right by a lot of famous places. Doesn't take long to get to.
Split.
Yes, I know where it splits because I went to. Well, I was still in Campania, but I was in the province of Salerno, but like in the mountains. Like I think 20 kilometers from Potenza.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, and then they were like, no, we're still in Campania. I'm like, but this is so beautiful and crazy. I was like, where am I? But I want to take that opportunity to talk about that, to encourage people. But to put a fun little spin on it, though. How about we do this? If someone was to come visit you, let's say a weekend or something, can you give a little itinerary?
For historical people, you have to go to, except Matera, of course, but you have to go to see Melfi and Archaeological Museum, which is amazing, really amazing, the city, and all the castle around. I mean, Castle of Melfi, Venosa. You need to know Federico II was the owner, the ruler of the south, and loves this area. He loved this place. And he spent many times looking around, hunting, and he wrote a book about falconry, which actually is one of the first botanic examples in all the world history. He drew every single plant, flower that he could find in the area, and you can still find it walking around. So it's an amazing example of pure nature that's been stuck since the beginning.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And so that's the beauty, is being able to actually explore and have. Oh God, I've been in the city too long. I'm now just saying it just the smells.
Orazio was born in Venosa, so there is all the. I know it's one of the most famous poems in its history of Roman history.
Yes.
So you go there and it's everywhere.
Did you feel reborn again when you were in Basilicata a little bit?
I'm happy because it's I rest there. I mean, it's it's a peaceful place. I work, I get outside in the evening. One of the most beautiful things about Basilicata is the light. It's one of the most beautiful light you can ever find. So sunset, even for photographer, it's really important, famous for it. And so you just watch there and say, okay, I'm happy. It's fun.
I'm happy. Basilicata equals happiness.
Yes.
With Alianico in mano. Always. Amazing. Well, grazie so much, Lorenzo. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I don't know. Drink Vulture, of course.
Drink Vulture. I'm with you. It's delicious, and you should try the Grifalco wines if you haven't already. And more importantly, go to Basilicata. Skip the Malficos. Bye. Take the other highway.
As always, a big grazie for hanging out with me today. Remember, you can catch me every Sunday on the Italian Wine Podcast, available anywhere you can get your pods.